Welcome to Pioneering to Empower and the Kelly and Kelly Show. You are empowered here, and we've learned a lot along the way here at Kelly and Kelly and at the Nexus Core Call on Fridays. And you are so fortunate to be here. It's full of abundance with our Nexus token. The Nexus token gains value via a buy order that happens with Nexus Rewards. So every time Nexus Rewards is used, a buy order is completed. And that is how the Nexus token grows up. And meanwhile, we all here as a service company, because we don't sell coins here, we earn Bitcoins or Nexus coins or Ether coins, and you can join up at your mentor's referral link, and the way to do that would be at our Nexus University or Nexus Barter. And also you can further compensate by reaching out to passing some exams and become a representative here at Nexus Partners in Nexus Rewards Direct Sales by earning generational wealth off of all of your those that are working with you that are commission only. And of course you also earn on every transaction within the network, no matter what instrument is used within, meaning credit card, debit card, gift card, cash, Bitcoin, any of the top cryptocurrencies which we support. This conversation is sponsored by Nexus Token with 2 X's. You can find that at nexuscoin.com or nexustoken.com. It's an open source, decentralized digital currency, and that's instant transactions at least 14.5 seconds. The internal token for Nexus Rewards. And as I said, increasing buyer demand with every transaction. Take it away, Kelly. Today's date is Monday, August 7th. And I'm so happy to be here.
Awesome. I'm happy you're here too, Kelly. Welcome everybody. And I'm glad everybody's here today, whether you're already a Nexus partner or you're looking to become a Nexus partner. What I'm going to show you today is our 3-stage approach, our 3 steps to building critical mass of Nexus rewards, and why it's so important that you map out your plan to be able to have these all work kind of simultaneously really together for you. So I'm going to kind of give you an example of what I've done in the area that I'm going to be building, which is a relocation for me. I've actually thought about it quite hard, and I've decided to relocate to the Charlotte area of North Carolina in order to build Nexus, to bring value to the company. It's the direct sales model that we've got into place, and so we have to get out there and actually do some work, or have some fun, in other words, to do this. So what I did to begin with, and for those that don't know and you're coming on, we're looking for direct sales agents. We're looking for people that are entrepreneurial, that can be self-driven, self-motivated, can work from home, but yet get out into the community and bring on shopper networks, shopper merchant networks. So what you need to do is, our theory is, it's divided up into zip codes really. So you want to determine your zip code population and so forth, which I'll show you in a minute. But you want to first of all map out your area that you're looking at. Map out the area around you. If you don't even have to, if you're an hour away from somewhere, that's fine. Take one zip code. That one zip code's really all you need to get started with if it's got, some population in it. If it's got about 4,000 or 5,000, it's not big enough, right? But you can start anywhere. You can really start anywhere, but map out the area that you want to. I think we're going to have to change a little bit the way that we're used to doing network marketing. Before, we just put it out there wherever you are, and that's fine too. You want to bring in affiliates wherever they are and help them duplicate what I'm going to show you here today. But if you're somebody that wants to get step 1, which is create a central affiliate base of direct sales representatives, and 2, that can go out there and go ahead and open up a zip code and create your shopper network, which then you can create your merchant network. If you're looking for somebody that wants to get all three of those done in a pretty quick manner, then this is what I'm going to show you how to do that today. If you're somebody that just wants to bring on affiliates and you're not interested in the Nexus Rewards merchant shopper part of this, don't worry about it. Just do your affiliates the way you want to. We have a lot here. I'll show you this as we move on. But first, you have to set your groundwork. So, you know, here I took some of the major zip codes around the Charlotte area, and I created an Excel spreadsheet, right? I created a spreadsheet here just to kind of show you, and I used the tool in our back office, the population. I just went through the tool in our back office, which is right here, and where you can put in a zip code. It's under resources and rewards. Put in a zip code and it'll bring up the population. So you want to know, because in a 25,000 population you need 40 hours per week of workforce, whether that's 4 representatives or 8 representatives. You just need a total. Some can do 10 hours a week, some can do 40 hours a week. So it's whatever that you can accompany to get that zip code open. In a 25,000 populace, again, you need 40 hours of representative in that area. So you want to, again, create a little spreadsheet and determine your population and determine how many hours are you going to need, and determine after that how many shoppers are you going to need for that. So, and then you can determine, this is what I'm going to recommend people that do, is you've got to bring together people and you've got to show them the opportunity. We're looking for direct sales agent opening up in the Charlotte area. We're holding a meeting at Joe's Pizza or down here at the Chamber or wherever that your meeting spot is. If you already are a small business owner and you already have a place, say you're a restaurant owner or you have a health nutrition store, during your after closing hours, say your nutritional store closes at 6 p.m. or your restaurant's slow between the hours of 2 and 4, create a meetup and invite people to come in and learn about this direct sales business opportunity launching in your area, which is about cryptocurrency, and hold that meetup. And in that meetup, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do and showing people what it's about. But here's some other suggestions. If you're not interested in holding a meeting, then invite people by flyers. Say you're somebody that wants to hold a meeting by Zoom or GoToWebinar. You want to host this meeting online and invite people to it. You can put out flyers in the local area. If you're near a university, their billboards are everywhere. Show a 22-year-old how to become an entrepreneur. Show them how they can get 5 figures a month, 6 figures a month, right? You don't even have to show them the 6. Just say 5 figures a month. That right there is going to get their interest. Show them how they can use their skills right now that they're learning. So wherever you are, but you can also advertise it online and social media. And then you can hold that direct sales opportunity in the comfort of your own home, right? And then if you do something like that, I would suggest maybe holding, anyway, when you start to build your area, hold a meeting once a week, probably once a month, just to get your new representatives together. Probably have something like a team building little motivational thing. Also spotlight some of your representatives that have passed their tests, that have become qualified to bring on merchants and shoppers. Those that have done it extra quickly, just to deserve an extra star, right? You might benefit them by giving them something of Nexus apparel. Maybe you've created some merchant stickers, or you've got t-shirts that you created with Nexus rewards on it. Maybe you like to give coins away, whatever it is, but or tokens away, I should say. You can do all these, but I believe that it's really important, something different that's kind of a different taking in the affiliate-based, home-based business arena to me is, since we're actually kind of focusing on this 3-phase step that is really about localizing, then localize by bringing your affiliates together, letting them know each other. They're going to talk between each other and find out tidbits that are working for each other. I believe that's a great way to go. So So what I would do is once I decided my business plan and what I was going to do, then you want to determine what you're going to do as far as how you're going to go about, and also while you're at it and building, connect to that chamber in that area. Now, to me, this is kind of, it's kind of corporate business. I get it, but the chamber is the connection to the businesses. And that's what you want to do is connect. You want to be seen. So I reached out to this lady here, Katie, because she's the economic development contacts. Because in the Charlotte area, there's a lot of mini areas that have like sub little tiny towns in them. They have little downtowns within their little areas. So, so I don't just have to target the major metropolitan Charlotte, but I can go to these outlying areas and find the one. I asked her, I reached out and I sent her an email this morning, asked her, out of all these outlying areas in the Charlotte area, which one would you recommend to be the most vibrant in its own little mini community, mini town, as having the most small businesses? Some of these might only have 20 small businesses, and some of them might have 50 small businesses or 100 small businesses. So I'm looking forward to getting the email back from her, because that's where I want to start, and then let it filter out, because you want to have a big enough, you don't want to go, everybody's different, but the way I see it is I want to find a good enough area that's really focused in small business, because they help each other out. And we know that Nexus Rewards is going to help all merchants out, because if you sign up shoppers under your merchant account, and you're a restaurant and you're Italian, but your shoppers are eating Mexican or American Samoranite, we know that merchants earn off of that. So the community is going to help the community out. They already do, but we're going to create an even more vibrant connection of community with our Nexus Rewards, and those that have been around know this. So in the meantime, reach out to your chamber, let them know that you, and I do suggest I let this lady know I will be joining the chamber. So you want to do those kind of little things. You have to get your game plan in. And some just little tidbits too about team building. If you're going to put up a flyer, well, know your location. Is your location going to be online? Are you going to hold this meeting for people and invite them out of the comfort of your home? Some people have to do it that way. They might not have the means to get out of the house as easy. Nobody should be tied down to think that they have to have everything to be able to do this. So know where you're going to hold your meeting, know the time, know your agenda. So let people know there is an agenda in place. I think this is great. Registration, you want people to register. Come in 15 minutes early to a webinar, have them register, get their information, those kind of things. Or if you're out, get 15 minutes before so you can have people get their information. They have time to write down their information so you can follow up. Know what your presentation is going to be about, demonstrate it, and then follow up with a question and answer, because we know there's going to be a lot of questions and answers. So this document also can be found in the back office. When people do come to the meeting, reward them with setting them up with a MyEther wallet and giving them some some Nexus tokens, right? For everybody that comes, they get 10 Nexus tokens or whatever, and show them how to set up a wallet. That's powerful right there. It's even better now that we're under the Ether blockchain, because it was a lot more work really to set somebody up in the Nexus desktop wallet, where people had to really take care of that and keep their computer on, and which freaks some people out. So now we're web-based. So it's even more simple to do this task. So there's all kind of things, but know what your game plan is, and let people know what's working for you. Change enough if it's not, right? So what I would suggest doing is opening up your meeting with the lead page that we have, which is this one right here. Set the stage. Just let people know this is a short little 2 to 3 minute video. I'm going to set the stage for where we are with this brand new technology. The technology's been out for 8 years. Just remember, some of you probably weren't even born yet, but just remember that technology sometimes takes a little while to get off the ground. Well, this one, the internet took a while, right? and it's been out 26 years now. But you think about it, and it's still growing. I mean, it's still growing, and really now blockchain's what? Internet 2.0. So we've just elevated huge with this new blockchain technology, which is going really fast compared to what the internet did. So what used to move in 7 years is now only taking 1 year. So set the stage for people, show them that being a service company, and you want to come out from the beginning, announce yourself, let them know Nexus Partners is a service company for the blockchain technology. So set the stage after you do the introduction and let them see how a service company, can be the next gold rush in this technology that we're in. And then you want to just open up and show them we've got a lot in our service company we've already set up. Show them the business summary and start out by saying every direct sales agent is required to get certified. If you're looking, and I'm going to be focusing on these direct sales representatives to be ones that are going to pass all 3 exams. You focus on the high, you focus on everything, because some are going to not do everything. If you focus on saying, well, some of you, it's okay if you just want to be affiliates. You've already dropped the bar. Don't start at the bottom. Start at the top, okay? You're looking for people that want to be direct sales qualified representatives for Nexus Partners. They're going to pass all 3 exams, and everybody's going to start here with knowledge and the education. We start here. You're going to have to pass 3 exams. They're college-rated exams. The information is for everyone that they need it, but you're going to become certified in cryptocurrency. You're going to become a specialist. While you're doing that, I'm going to show you a way that creates fast money for you, the immediate money for you, because you're not going to be able to bring on merchants right away until you pass all 3 exams, until we open up that zip code. So in the meantime, this is your fast start type income, where you can also be going to your neighbor next door in the apartment or the house, or your best friend, or sharing this with your college buddies, or the ladies you have tea with, whatever it is, your study groups, your baseball team, whatever it is. And you can let them know cryptocurrency's out there. We need to get the fundamentals. I just started as a direct sales affiliate representative with Nexus Partners. They have an incredible courseware, and share this with them. This is how, when you bring them either on with retail purchases or whether they come on in as affiliates. So you want to ask people, do you want to just learn about cryptocurrency, or would you like to learn and earn in position like I am for the big money? So this is your fast kind of money. You can start getting your bonuses going, which we pay in Nexus and Ether and Bitcoin, right? So you let people know that there's money to be made right away through the knowledge, through the education. And you can go through these briefly if you want to. Let them know our courses are 3 basic courses or 4 basic courses, an overview with the cryptocurrency enlightenment, the history of money. Most people don't even know what the Federal Reserve is. You need to know that to realize why we need a Bitcoin solution. And then you got to understand the fundamentals of peer-to-peer money, being your own bank. So you don't have to go into great details. The more details you go into at a meeting where you want to keep it to an hour, you don't want your presentation really to be over 30 minutes, so you have 30 minutes for Q&A or 20 minutes for Q&A. Keep it simple. People can only hold so much in their brains at one time. You'll do overload. So people can leave this up later on your computer where people can go back and utilize this. So, and let them know that what these courses do is show how we have to step into cryptocurrency. The financial crisis is happening, what this is doing to empower the people, and why cryptocurrency and blockchain technology is a solution. And again, we're going to start out with the knowledge, right, and then show people how to come over and utilize the global community with merchants and shoppers. and barter as well, which you don't have to get into all this. You don't even have to go down here. We've kind of already mentioned it. I wouldn't even touch this right here, because then you bring the bar down. You want everybody to be qualified. Some will just stay general, but you want to focus on qualification. You can also, I'd suggest showing probably nexuscoin.com or nexustoken.com that we have now, and I'm sure that will be out available to us soon. And also, this is a biggie. Focus on where we're going with this. Once we develop this area, once we develop the Charlotte area, personalize it for them. Once we as a team develop the Charlotte area, we're going to open up a Nexus Cryptocurrency Cafe. It may happen before, sooner than we even plan. But we're taking this to the virtual world. So what a cryptocurrency cafe will do is basically bring a community together where the community can walk in, get educated, where you as representatives can come in, do training, build your own teams, affiliates that can go out and spider out and even bring on more merchants and shoppers. And what this really means for you is what you're doing as you become qualified, you're building also not only that fast start income, but you're building for this major generational wealth building income, where you bring the merchants on, you bring the shoppers on, you see how this will work, and then as you advance in management and as your team advances in management, you start earning 50% matching on what they're doing. So these are monthly numbers. So we're building something that is brand new. It's not like getting your real estate license right now and there's a realtor on every corner and you have to try to be the top 20% to make anything. That's not what this is about. This is not about starting, whoever's been in a commission-based business before, like real estate or mortgage, hold on, knows that at the next month you start at zero again. Not when you have a business product, a business solution that you tap into, like Nexus has right here. You don't start over every month. What happens is every month you get your sales become bigger and bigger and bigger, larger and larger and larger. You're building upon each month. Totally different than most commission jobs out there. Totally different. And the fact that you're your own boss, you can determine how much you're worth. Are you worth $450,000 a month? I think so. I know so. I know I am, and that can even be surpassed. So very easily surpassed in the network marketing industry. And let me say this for those of you that don't really realize this, because I talk about this a lot. I've been in the network marketing industry since 2005. The network marketing model is a business model. It is not a company. It is a business model. Companies attach themselves to this business model. Not all companies are Class A companies. Not all companies have a real utility. Not all companies have a real retail product. Nexus Partners has a real retail product, has utility, and is a Class A company, and they have attached them. We're bringing peer-to-peer money and bringing the community together with peer-to-peer marketing, which is what network marketing business model is. So don't underestimate the beauty of peer-to-peer marketing. All peer-to-peer marketing does is allow you to earn more on your efforts. You don't do that when you go out and you work for somebody else. You're working for their benefit and their pockets get padded really for your efforts. So that's why becoming on the right side of the quadrant, becoming an entrepreneur, not just a small business, there's nothing wrong with that, but that small businesses, you're going to find out they're going to welcome you when you walk in the door and show them a way to go out there and create more income stream and loyal customers for themselves and an employee benefit for nothing out of their pocket up front. So that's tremendous. So you want to keep that in mind. Show people the numbers. That's what they want to see. No promise that everybody's going to make this. This is not a promise that this is what you're going to make. It all depends on your effort. But if you value your time, and time is a commodity, if you value your time, you value your lifestyle, and you want to up that lifestyle, you want to up that standard, if you want to constantly be making more each month, then focus on the real wealth, which is knowledge, and strap yourself in and do your due diligence to pass all 3 of these exams, and let's work together to open up this market here in the Charlotte area, right? So that's the way you want to go about bringing this about. Very simple. I want people to know that this is the way to go out there and do this. It doesn't have to be very time consuming. The more you focus on grouping your affiliate building, the more you focus on really grouping it. You speaking one time to 10 people or speaking 10 times to 1 people, it's a big difference. If you just bring 10 people in a room in a meeting each week, you're going to have a whole lot more access or success than if you're just going out there onesie twosie in it. And that's a fact. So, and your meetings will grow. You might start out very small, but you got to just start. And that's what I want to let you know here today. Just got to get started. So if anybody's got any questions or comments, I'd love to hear them. I know Kelly is a great marketer herself. She probably has some comments to add in here as well. So Kelly, do we have any questions?
We do not. You guys, if you have questions, you have to go down to where it says questions, and you can type that in case some of you don't know that. Or if you want to unmute your mic, or if you want to speak, you can just ask there and ask questions. This has been great. I tell you, it's just about knowing about it. It's about the knowledge. It's about taking those exams. And my screen. It's your thing. Okay. Sorry, my dog's barking crazy, but it's just so simple. Once you just keep going and keep, taking the information in, it will all make sense to you. And what I'm really excited about is that now that we are a token on the Ethereum platform, that takes a lot of our resources away from being our own standalone blockchain into utilizing the innovation of Ethereum. And due to that, we have more resources to really concentrate on Nexus Rewards and concentrate on the technology of Nexus Rewards. So don't think that nothing's going to change, because it will, first of all. Second, don't think that a coin is going to overnight become a huge value. For instance, Nexus with 1x has been around for over 2 years and has not even reached that state. It's gone up and down, and right now it's not even as high as it used to be. And they're doing a huge get-together in Aspen in September, Aspen, Colorado, with some very, very big names. And so I'm just saying to you that every coin, especially if it's not a pump and dump kind of coin, because some of those coins are just being pumped and dumped, and there's many of those happening right now as I speak. It's about it just gradually going up without the pumping and dumping, because I'm always watching the market. So you can tell, for instance, I'll use Storj Jcoin. It just gradually goes up. It's not pumped and dumped all the time. It's just gradually moving up because of its utility. So if you think of it this way, when you're involved in Nexus Rewards, you are creating that buy order. You're creating that buy order. And the more buy orders we have, the more usage for the Nexus token. It creates that buy order, which creates higher value. And there's a percentage of those out there that do not redeem their tokens. So, that is just universal rule. So that's maybe 20, 30, I forget what the percentage is. I know Bob talked about that last Friday. So think about it like that. You got to think about it like, get involved with Nexus Rewards, do your part, do shows like Kelly and I do to bring merchants on. If you want to do it that way too, if you can't leave your house, maybe you can do meetings on the internet. What is it, Kelly? Meetup.com is where people can go to create a profile.
Well,
and
You go to meetup.com and you can, with meetup.com, it's just a localized way for you to go out. You have to have a physical location. You cannot do meetup.com and hold webinars. You have to have a physical location. It's the safety of what meetup.com is about. I know meetups, Bitcoin meetups that meet in parks. There's a Bitcoin meetup in the Raleigh area that meets in a park downtown. And if it's too hot, they go into a cafe. So there's a lot of restaurants that don't mind you coming in, especially if you're going to be purchasing items where you don't have to pay for a room or those kind of things. The bigger that you start building, then you can go rent a room, say in a hotel. They run about $500 a meeting room for 2 hours, and they provide you with water, and they set up your seating and everything, and then you're talking to 200 people, which is magnificent. But what Kelly's basically saying in a nutshell is the more that you do what we're talking about today, the more that you bring value to your Nexus token. And a lot of people are out there, they're just waiting for that Nexus token to have tremendous value. Well, if you want to see the value of the Nexus token continue to rise and not go up, down, up, down, up, down, you want to continue to bring in utility to the coin, which will happen. But it's those of us that are at the front line right now at the gate. The gates opened. We got to take off, and we got to get our business plan in order and go out there. The more that you get out here and do these meetups and create your critical mass in your area, the more that you're going to bring value to that Nexus token at the end of the day. So there you go.
Right, and don't forget about charities, because you don't have to sell any trinkets and overvalued trinkets. You can utilize this for charities too. So if you're heavily involved in that arena, you can also bring them together that way. So,
yeah, and the thing about it is when you're doing meetings, you don't even have to get into that stuff. What you want to do is, a second part of what you want to do is, once you start holding these meetings and bringing and developing your core team in your area, then hold a weekly call with those affiliates and bring ideas like Kelly just mentioned. Get a list of charities that are in the zip code that you're assigned to. You want to assign people to zip codes, so you make sure you got enough ETFs in that area to open up those zip codes, and make it convenient for them, and make it in areas that are kind of close, that are workable with them, because they might be involved with charities. They might be involved with a local children's club, or a nonprofit this or nonprofit that. So that right there. But again, you want to first develop just letting them know that this is an opportunity for them. They don't have to know everything at your first meeting, but then continuously hold meetings with your team, your local team, and give them suggestions. Here, I found 10 other charities in the area. As long as people are working, help them build. This right here, when you're utilizing 20 people in your local area, it's going to be a lot more beneficial than you trying out to do it on your own. So, and Bob's talked about this, and when you go through the training, you'll learn about why it's important to build critical mass. So again, one of the things that I do think people fall very short on, and why they get a lot of no's, is they have a tendency to say too much. Keep your presentations simple. Keep your presentations under 30 minutes. Ask and let questions come out. And remember too, as we've talked on these shows, you don't always have to answer a question. Ask the question back. Be prepared to ask the question back. This is a technique that we all need to learn in everyday life as well, is ask the question back. Somebody comes and says, well, I would like to make how can I make $3,000 a week? Well, how many hours are you willing to work to make that happen? Because if you answer that question for them, you might don't even come out and say, well, it's going to take 20 hours to do that. Don't put it back on them. How many hours are you willing to work to earn that $3,000 a week or a month? Put it back on them and get them thinking. It's good to do that because that's called self-responsibility. And this right here, we're in this space. I watched something yesterday that talked about self this and self that, and I can't remember what it was now, but I thought, yes, everything is becoming self. Everything is about self-responsibility, self-education. We talk about this. Be in your own bank. Be in your own knowledge. You know, you're not dependent on somebody else to say, oh, well, cryptocurrency, that is, Bitcoin's dead, right? Cryptocurrencies is a fad. Cryptocurrency was created by the government. It's going to trick you. You know, be your own educator. Don't listen to your neighbor next door that's a negative nanny all the time about anything, because they're the ones that don't like the change. You know, don't let that be you, right? You are here for a reason. And it's a special reason. You've landed on Mars, right? You've landed on a miracle. You've landed on an incredible opportunity that you've been asking the universe for. See it. See it. Right? Right, Kelly?
That's right. You're in it.
You're in it, and you're expected to take some action in it, right? So that's what we're looking for, especially those of us that have been here, is create these meetings. Do the game plan like I told you about today, and let's see some zip codes opening up. We're at that time. Incredible. And I do believe that my area, I really want to open up a cryptocurrency cafe. That's going to take it up another notch. I mean, it's taking it up. Once you open up your zip code area, you're going to see things just blossom. And then it's going to blossom so that you get the cryptocurrency cafe, and then you're that big guy, that big girl in your area. Oh, he's the guy, she's the guy that has that cryptocurrency, that Nexus cafe. I mean, that thing's awesome. Have you been there? You know, they helped us get positioned. I'm so happy. You know, we feel very protected. So it's incredible what we're all doing, and there's so much. Think about it. Think about what All Nexus is about. But anyway, that being said, I want to let you guys know, I don't see any hands up or any questions. I want to let you guys know we got Lawson Graves that's doing a call Monday, Tuesday, and Thursdays now. I don't have the call-in information. Lawson, if you can, let me do this. Lawson, I'm going to unmute you. Hey, Lawson.
Good morning, Kelly. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Will you give everybody the call-in information for the call and the PIN number?
Well, I am going to be using for the Tuesday and Thursday call, which will be on corporate line.
Okay.
9 o'clock Tuesday and Thursday Eastern time. Of course, on Monday night, it's actually going to be a private call just for Team Focus Group. That's tonight.
Great.
But on Tuesday and Thursday be the regular corporate line, Kelly.
Okay.
It's made that available for me on Tuesday and Thursdays.
Do you have that number that you can give me?
Oh my goodness, you caught me in a bad position.
That's okay. I'll get it and I'll send it out to everybody. I'll post it at the bottom of the video, so you'll have that. Also, we have we do these shows as well on Thursday. Kelly and I do at 11 a.m. And we also have John Williams that is doing a call on Sunday nights at 9 p.m. So, and that link's available. I'll put it at the bottom of this as well. So there's ways out there to also get your team engaged. So don't forget about those, and always our Friday call. So appreciate everybody being here today. Thanks, Kelly Ann, and we will see you guys back Thursday at the Kelly and Kelly Show. So until then, love to you all, and aloha.